Hello, hello, hello.
Wows.
And I've got the poll for the first sprint up already. Haha.
Oh my
Look,
goodness.
look who's doing good. Look who's on top of things and definitely did not last minute set up my banners for today. No,
No, why would you do that?
wasn't I?
No. You were on top of it.
Which let me tell you, I was stressing for a completely shallow reason because I was trying to like do some nice eyeshadow, but none of the colors were looking right and I hated it. So I just slathered my liquid silver eyeshadow over all of it and was like, yeah, vaguely Morticia like glow. I'm good.
It's vaguely me-ish. All right, cool. We good.
Yes, I already answered this question. I still answered it. Yes, you can get on the computer. Oh, you children. Yes, you may have soda. Hello. Hi. Welcome. Yes, we're doing very well. For those who don't know, I'm just going to be very vague about it because I don't want to accidentally trigger anyone. But we were rear-ended pretty badly last Sunday, and one of the children had a concussion. Has he's fine.
Permanent.
He's fine at the well. They're not permanent, but they can take a while to go away, and his head felt weird yesterday, so I think he still technically has it. We're still being like careful with him and everything. He's not allowed to sleep on his top bunk for a while, but otherwise, that's the one that was just harassing me. So he's
He's fine.
He's good. He's fine.
He's fine. Don't worry about him. They're resilient. They're children. They'll bounce back. It's
Hello. Hi. My pediatrician. What? Because I took all of the children to a follow-up. Like one went last Wednesday and then Thursday and then Monday because my pediatrician's very popular and I had to take the openings I could. And like at each visit, she's just like, and they were wearing their boosters. I'm like, they were wearing their boosters. I make sure that their seatbelts are on right in their booster. And she was like, so she just kept commending me on how meticulous I am with their boosters and everything. And she's like, oh, I'm so glad. And I'm like, thank you. And I was also like, do you have to replace a booster after an accident? And she's like, yes. And I'm like,
no. They did their job, but they did their job too well. I gotta replace it.
Yeah, no, I gotta replace it. It's fine. I had a spare set of boosters anyway, because like 2 cars, 2 sets.
Yeah.
Now we got 1 car and 1 set.
Perfect. There you go.
But
the heavens were like, you got too many boosters. You gotta get rid of some. Let's go. Chop, chop.
my mom, I love my family because my mom was like, I've got 2 extra boosters that I'm like, Mama, I got another set. It's fine. I texted both my sisters. I'm like, I do have to replace the boosters. My baby sister's like, how much? I'm like, I'm good. But thank you. I appreciate all of you. So.
Can't tell you, not because I don't know, not because you can't know.
No, I know. like I know how much they cost, but I was like $0 because I had a backup set. And she's like, okay. I could sense the but if you need one, bitch. And I'm like, it's okay. It's fine. Hello. I don't remember if I said hello, Chrome. Tina. So hello. Yeah, I can just feel her going, honey, we may have to buy the children.
Yeah, you could feel her checking her bank account already.
Budgeting.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. And they are. All of them are. So he's doing very well. Yeah. Thankfully, it was because of where he was placed and because of his booster. He wasn't very injured. Just the first day was terrifying, but after that, then it's just fine. Like even like while we were waiting for the results of his scans to come back, is like six something. It's 6:00 is dinner time, right? And he's like, Mom, what time is it? And I'm like, I don't know at the moment, baby. My phone's over there. And he's like, I think I'm gonna have to have a late dinner. I'm like, yeah, baby, you're gonna have to have a late dinner.
Nah, dinner might be late today. I got a feeling.
And like the hospital had like a little screen that had movies you could pick from.
Mm-hmm.
And we watched the Grinch, obviously, because there was a lot of Christmas movies to choose from. So
Listen,
not
you
much
never know.
so, but so we had The Grinch, and then after that, he wasn't really interested in watching like anything else, and neither of us had seen The Polar Express, and he forced me to watch The Polar Express, which let me tell you, I don't know what drug trip that was with
I
like
love the Polar Express.
of a choose your own adventure PlayStation game. Like it felt like I was watching a bunch of cutscenes. You know those games where it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you're playing the person and then you look down and you like pick up the notebook and then you read the notebook and then it puts it and I'm
Yep.
like this is so,
It's
it
based off of a
doesn't-
children's book.
I know, but it doesn't help. It didn't help that like I don't know how much everybody here knows about TVs, but newer TVs, their default frame rate doesn't match older movies.
Yeah.
And so then everything looks sped up. And so I'm like, so it's already weird animation and then it's like sped up and I'm like, why have you done this to me, child? And he was like vaguely not even enjoying it, but more enjoying my reactions to things.
Of course.
And I'm like, now I know how it feels because I watch things with other people for that reason. No, unfortunately, it wasn't the Jim Carrey one. It was the Benedict Cumberbatch one, which is still good, but yeah, the Grinch, just Doctor Strange. To be fair, I would just say the Grinch for either of them, but that is the distinction. Are you good over there? Just tossing chairs around the place? Do you want to say hi to chat? Let them know that you're feeling better? Okay. Yeah, they know you got hurt. Yeah, I told them.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Did you tell them how? I also told them how you made me watch The Polar Express.
Yes.
Look at this! Look at this
Yeah.
unapologetic face. He's just like, yes, I did.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Yeet. Yeah, that's how you get the chair from one room to the next.
There's a meme of
Nicole says hi.
Of the Polar Express.
I know. You made me watch the movie because you saw a Polar Express meme and you wanted to understand it. Do you understand the Polar Express meme now? Yes? Okay, at least something.
I'd laugh
came
if
out
you
of
said
that.
no.
Yeah, I would have too. He would have been like, no.
No. What do you mean?
Yeah. Isabella says hi and she's glad you're feeling better. He gets literally no regrets. I have regrets, but he has none.
What do you mean?
That I watched that movie.
Why do you have regrets?
What was
Because
your
it was a drug trip and a half.
The problem is you don't know whose drugs you were taking.
I still love that movie.
I'm glad you love that movie. He was sitting there staring, like processing what I said, and he's like, I still love that movie.
Good. We're proud.
You couldn't process it? You could. That's fair. He couldn't process why I wouldn't want to watch that movie, apparently.
Is it long? Is it because it's long?
No, it's not because it's not. It's because it was trippy. I didn't know what was going on half the time. Yeah. That weird.
I have a glowy headset.
Was the hobo Santa?
Yeah.
Okay, the hobo was Santa. I think I went to charge my phone at that part, so I didn't see the reveal.
I think the whole was the same.
I love phrases like that. They're just sometimes you're like, did this happen to other people with no context? Like, what?
There was a hobo on the train who did weird Christmas magic.
Yes, I know that.
I know you know. I'm explaining to Cody.
I know the hobo. I know the hobo Santa.
Okay, well, apparently he also knows the hobo Santa.
Yeah, I've seen Polar Express. I've seen it a number of times.
Kelly's encouraging you to annoy me.
Yes. Well,
Do you think I'm annoyed or just messed with?
what?
Do you think I'm annoyed or I'm just messed with?
Both.
Maybe messed with.
Just messed with. I'm not actually annoyed. He knows me too well. Oh, how is... All right, everybody in chat, let us know how your weekend was while we do our intros.
Hold on. Real quick, my weekend was very boring. I did next to nothing. That's all it was. All right, hello, hi, everybody. My name is Cody Keller. I'm a gay creator. I like to make gay shakes, treat people had too good for too long. Currently going through a revamp of my brand. Currently trying to become a wow brain fart 2D/3D artist. Working hard on that. I'm here to talk about queer things because that's what I do. It's my brand. My brand. And yeah, follow me social media links down below. I should start posting more. I don't know how to do social media. Eventually I'll figure it out so I can stop saying that. But you know, it's eventually. Add it to the list.
CB is not here today because she had a migraine.
Oh no.
Yeah, it hit her this morning, so she's resting.
Could have been my assassins. Who knows?
Fucks is shade down there. Hi, and
That's so.
do you mind?
What?
Hi, and welcome to my channel. I'm writing mom Samantha L. Nassett. On my channel, I talk about writer things, parent things, and writer parent things. Wow, I just like lost everything for a moment. On Mondays, I host live streams very much like this, which we're changing up a little bit. Hope everybody likes that.
Wait.
If you would like to read samples of my writing, you can go to my website, samanthaalnassett.com, where I have a spooky flash fiction until Pisa duos part and a murderous villain short story, All That Glitters. And if you would like to get the first chance to be beta readers, read new stories, see new web pages, etc., sign up to my newsletter while you're there. That's samanthaalnassett.com. My child is being very vaguely distracting, which with brain fog does not. I'm basically squirrel right now. If you enjoy the stream, please like, subscribe, ring-a-ding that bell so you always know when I'm going live or when I have to cancel a live stream for the first time in years.
Give Sam money.
Oh yes, I have a coffee down below. The Give Sam money is going to start being a reminder as opposed to the. Yep, I love my regulars.
Give Sam the money.
Isabella started YouTube. Second video ever went up on Sunday, and I'm doing weekly vlogs. First two were like 6 minutes max, but next week will be longer now that I'm comfortable talking to the camera. Nice. Excuse me while I make note to go watch Isabella's thingies. Because if I don't make note, I will never remember. Cody, I'm sending it to you.
I love that I'm the note keeper.
You are for the moment, because I have business things I'm talking to Fox with.
Man, it's every time when I used to live with my parents, my mom would always just send me random things. Be like, what is this? Like, oh, I need a reminder. I'm like, why text me?
I do that to Chris when he's at work, and I'll send him like a screenshot or like my thumbnail so that I can post it on Instagram, and then he'll just be like, "Yeah, that looks good," because I don't tell him why I send it. And I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you.
I'm glad you like it, but
I was good. I had a stressful Saturday with doing 6 drop-offs of laundry at work. Oh, well, I hope we can help you de-stress. Hopefully the tears of joy is already helping. It's under. Hold on, I have to make that note. It's under Bella. No, don't. What is cellaring even a word? What the fuck did you just do? Spell check.
You know what I hate about spell check?
My autocorrect
is I will be
weird.
one letter off, and it still will have no idea what word I'm trying to say. Or it'll say another word where it'll alter like 6 letters. And I'm like, why? Why? This doesn't make sense.
Some of the things my autocorrect changed things to, I'm like, what do you think of me? Although I do find it funny that my spell check will auto change duck to fuck now. Because all of my friends autocorrect changes fuck to duck, and I'm
All
like,
the time.
what does this say about me?
I wish I could just delete duck from that prediction because, like, no, it's not what I want. I know what I'm trying to say. It's fine.
Oh, I forgot to put this. All right, so today, whilst we are in between sprint. Oh, hold on. There's a comment that I had to approve of because all my moderators are lost in the abyss.
They are.
Why is it not popping up? My phone almost auto-corrected yeet to yesterday.
What?
That's great.
I can't tell you how many things my phone autocorrects. Or what'll happen is I'll try to think of one word I'm saying. My fingers will spell something different. Hit space. And then I'll type in my word. I'm like, why is there a random word in... Oh. Because I tried to slide and just...
It's not showing up on StreamYard, but my husband is complaining. He's like, you said squirrel. That reminded me. Disney is having a short where the old man from Up, for context, goes on a date. That's fucked up. Which is a fun way to transition to... We're going to start having like topical things in between our sprints that are vaguely writerly related, sometimes extremely writerly related. But and in honor of February, which gives me marketably justifiable reasons to talk, we're going to be talking about romances today, like the romantical kind of romances.
My favorite subject.
So, what's everybody's favorite romances? And we'll start our sprint at the 30-minute mark.
It's a tie.
Yeah, the sprint's a tie for the moment, but we all know when there's a tie, the answer is 30.
The answer is 30. Even if it's not in the tie, the answer is always 30.
No, it's just mommy's number because I like 30.
Oh.
He seems so disappointed in me. Have you been talking to Uncle Fox?
My favorite number is 5 and 10.
No, that's fair. 5 and 10 are good numbers. So, Cody, what favorite romance do we want to get? Did your brain just do the thing where it's like, you've never read a romance in your life? Forget the 200 plus paperbacks in the corner. I've never read a romance ever.
Yep. Aside from all of these, except for these are magic books, but all of these romances and my entire Kindle list here, my brain's like, what's a romance?
I am not a huge fan of romances. Fear not. I also have a banner where we will be able to bitch about romances we don't like. So perhaps you will enjoy that section of the video. And like for the rest of the month, I will be doing other types of love, like platonic love for like very close friendships and stuff, and then familial love or familial and then I don't remember what order they're in. But they shall exist. Leave my polls alone, Fox Chicken. Stop yelling about them.
No.
What do you mean, no? What are you doing?
So I know I don't have to pick one, but the problem is, what is the first one I gush over?
So some of my favorite kinds of romances is like hurt person finds love and comfort, and like I enjoy Sherilyn Kenyon for this reason because that's all she writes. Like,
oh, okay, so we're
like
doing like
ancient,
trophies. Okay,
yeah, like well, I mean that's just where I'm starting right now because it's a starting point. But yeah, so like
Perfect.
you know, ancient warrior men or like shifter peoples, or not just men, because sometimes because there's like an Amazon who like meets somebody who helps her heal from her past. I just like all of that. And one of my favorite ones in Sherilyn Kenyon series is I forgot the novel, but it's Vane and Bride. That's her name, Vane and Bride. I love those two. And I cannot remember their names. But there's also there's another one with I think he's a jaguar, or he's like a rare type of cat. And his human lady, they're so great. I love them and I love the way Sherilyn writes those, like her shifters, because her shifters, like she's got two different kinds. She's got the ones that have the animal base form,
Mhm.
and then the ones that have the human base form, because it's based on like kind of the Lycoan myth, but with a twist. So instead of like feeding his children to Zeus, what he did was his wife is a like kind of type of pseudo vampire who like they're human until they turn 27, and then they can either choose to nom peoples or they just rapidly age and die. Well, his wife chose to just rapidly age and die. And then he was like, wait, so my sons are this thing too? So he like started doing magical experiments to let his sons live. So then
Right.
you ended up with two different lines of shifters, the humans who are the base form and the animals who are the base form. And more often than not, the human ones are like the corrupt, shitty ones, because it's like, well, here's the animals go like on pure instinct and stuff, right? But then
Mhm.
like humans, we're greedy little shits
Oh yeah.
who like betray each other. And I'm like, yes, I enjoy this because it like it's a different way to write the like internal person versus beast,
Mhm.
right? And then so a lot of the like animal based shifters are just like they're like, I just love you, I just want to protect you and make you happy. And I'm like, yes.
You know, yes.
Yes, I this is what I love. So
So one of mine, one of my favorite romances is The White Harvester. I am under no obligation or threat by gun or persecution by anyone else to say that The White Harvester is my favorite romance ever. Yes.
I have to send that to Matt later.
Clip it, someone clip it.
I feel obligated to let everybody know this is not a romance, but it is a very good story. You should go read it.
One of my favorites is it is definitely like along the lines of the Hurt and Comfort, I think is what it's called.
Yeah, Hurt Comfort.
Hurt Comfort, but I
Where
also kind of
somebody
like
gets
when
sick and injured, and the other person's got to take care of them, and then they like bond because they're like, oh, they're so caring, and they love me,
yes.
and I feel so safe, and I'm like, oh, yes,
One of my favorites that does this. Now, trigger warning: this is a very dark book about a lot of past things that people have gone through. They're not great. There's a lot of warnings in like the beginning because it's this author. Her name's Nikki James. You ever heard me talk about her before? She does a lot of darker themes that are all like phobia based or things that have actually happened to people, like conversion therapy, things like that. But there's no depiction of like the past. There's only mention of it. It's just now two grown adults who have gone through very traumatic things try to find each other.
Like for clarity, that's often what I refer to when I say very hurt people who
Yes.
are able to find love and also heal.
Yes.
So
And like by the end, they do come together. It's a struggle and it's a fight, but like they do come together and get their own little happy ending, and it's so cute and precious, and I love it.
So Chris says Pretty Woman, which I enjoy as kind of like an escapism thing as well. Not a fan of romances, but The Last Letter by Rebecca. Hold on. Cody, you're getting another message. Actually, Cody, you send me this one.
Oh, okay.
But I can continue with chat. Because I'll look into you. Look, my bar is low. So if you tell me it's pretty good, I'm going to check it out.
Right, like our bar is kind of down here.
Now, clarify. My bar for enjoyment is very low. My bar for what I think is a good romance is...
Oh, yeah. No.
I want to say at least medium.
It's like here. Okay, so the bar of enjoyment is here.
Chris and Fox will read me for filth, but I want to say it's a little medium. Paranormal romances that feature something having to do with werewolves. Yes. I hate the titles. I want nothing to do with them. Oh, is this a hate one or a favorite one? I got confused. But
I'm not pointing out my favorite werewolf story that I have right now at all. Why would I do that?
Talon and Sunshine. So, like, I've read a bunch of Sherilyn Kenyon. Talon and Sunshine continues to be one of my husband's favorite pairings, and they're so far towards the bottom of mine.
You know what? You're going to be a future me fix problem. You're going to be a future me problem.
Fantasy romance is great.
Yeah.
What
I love
you mean,
fantasy
yeah?
romance.
What do you read?
What do you read?
I read anything.
And then,
Do you wait? Which books are you talking about? The Sherilyn Kenyon ones or the ones Cody was talking about?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm excited either way. I need clarity.
I like
Fox, Fox and Medium, please, you liar. Correct yourself on air, Phil Lord.
everyone must
Look,
know.
I have 2 different meters. All right, I can't help it. The 1 meter is subterranean.
Can't help it. What is underground? You can't see it.
Mhm. Sir, I am not promoting love through pain and sadness, leading to emotional confusion and manipulation that can't possibly be love. No, I am promoting traumatic people opening up and choosing to heal so that they can love themselves and love and feel worthy to be loved, and then getting together and kicking ass. That's what I'm promoting, sir.
Sir.
He's like, all your meetings, all your meters are underground. Every damn one. Manipulation is not love. I need to know which romances you're thinking about in specific, sir, because it's
Which
not.
one are
Dark
you
Hunters.
bashing? Because I need to know.
I mean, because I'm sure I've read the thing you're talking about, but it's not what I'm talking about right now. Oh, kicking ass can be love, though. See, that's
Like,
Sherilyn Kenyon. Which one's your favorite?
I think you told me
I
about
need to
this
know.
series, and I don't
I
remember.
I love it.
Is it
I
the one
will
with like
say-
22 books?
Yeah, I will say that after you've read like 16 of them, yes, some things can get a little samey, but I dare you to rate more than 22 books and not develop patterns.
Oh, listen. The author that I was pointing out earlier, Nikki James, I know all of her tells. know all
Right?
her
It's like I
secrets.
know exactly how things are going to go down.
Because
but
like I
don't
read so many of
care,
her books, she still
because
gets me.
because these are the things I'm here for. So
Yeah,
just keep
but there's
writing
some things
more
where
of them.
I'm like, oh, I know I'm in the middle of the book because this is happening. I know I'm near the end of the book because this is happening. And ooh, that's a plot twist.
Either I'm only getting the terrible ones, or I just don't like werewolf romance. All this, the mute mate or the alpha prey. Okay, so Nicole, let me tell you
Don't
for
even
a
get me
second.
started.
All right, so there's werewolf or there's shifter romance, and I'm gonna distinct it by saying shifter romance, which was an era of paranormal romance where shifters were all just hurt puppies. Like, didn't matter what kind of shifter they were all just hurt puppies who were outcasts of society, and they found love by like the one person who could accept them and help them overcome the beast inside, and then they would use that beast to protect them. And they were protective, but not like possessive to a concerning level. It's just like, oh yeah, this is my mate, so if you piss her off, I will end you. But also, the moment she says, no, that's not okay, he backs down because that's his mate and he respects her. And then there was the Omega verse came out and ruined shifter fan fiction, and it turned into the werewolf fan fiction, or not fan fiction, the werewolf fiction that it is today. And I will never forgive them for this because I love a good shifter romance.
I will go on a rant later about it.
Adore it. But but yeah, the Omega verse like fuck shit up. Kenyon
Why?
does the shifter stuff for the most part.
We're talking about favorites. We're not talking about dislikes right now, so I will save that for later.
Yeah. I haven't read Kenyon in a long time and I hate it, but I just don't have. I know she like because that bitch put before the whole poisoning thing and the divorce with her husband, she put out like 5 books a year. Like,
Dang.
my gourds.
Yeah, no, that's like the same with the author Nikki James. She'll like pump out like 2 or 3 books in a span of like 4 months. And it's just like, woman, how do you do this? She's like, I just focus on one at a time.
Because I never get to show it off.
Ooh.
This is I couldn't explain it when this book came out, because when this book came out, Styx was a very antagonistic character, and I told my husband, I'm like, I don't know why, but I feel like I can identify with him, even though he's supposed to be like the penultimate bad guy here. But then like the book came out and I read it, and you find out Styx's backstory and everything, and I did like feel very connected to him. But on blind instinct, I just told my husband I wanted this limited edition autograph. It's got a certificate and everything.
Ooh.
And here's, hold on, here's my little Styx card. So, can I help you? Why are you sniffing my book?
Okay, so Nicole, you don't like you have not found a shifter romance you like. This is my shtick. This is my gig. This is where I thrive.
Is it
Because
though?
I feel you. I hate ABO with an immense passion. Would you like me to send you 2 recommendations that are shifter? One of them is a wizard, is a mage, and a shifter. Granted, they're not perfect. I'll never say they're perfect, because none of them are. They're not ABO.
I have no problem with shifter fiction. I have one reserved for June called The Lost Siren by, well,
Write that down. Write that down.
yeah, no, I was just saying that I was putting the werewolf fiction pre-Omegaverse under the title shifter fiction, because werewolf romance has gotten so intertwined with Omegaverse that I don't
It's very
feel
hard to
Yeah.
to distinguish between the two
when talking to
because when people hear werewolf, that's their first thought.
Yeah, they think Omegaverse. Fox says, "Don't fall for her traps, Nicole. Manipulation is not like." What are you thinking of, sir? Also, do I have to remind you of that one circus series we were reading that you picked out, I think?
Oh.
And the incubus.
Oh.
Fox said, "Cody, they're not perfect." Fox, "Oh, Cody, you live underground with Sam." Cody said that.
Yeah. No, listen, I know where I am.
Already-
I am down here.
I know you weren't okay with it. I'm just saying that wasn't me, and I wasn't here for that. Although to be fair, I think we both liked the little hacker. Was he an elf or a fae? We both liked him, the guy who played it, who's MMO'd.
Listen, I know. I like some trash shit, and it's okay.
I'm not arguing that my taste is subterranean. I'm arguing that I can object elf apparently. Okay. I'm arguing that I can objectively say if I think something is terrible or not.
Yeah.
I'm also aware that as a baby of the 90s, I do kind of like some toxic pairings, but that's very different. And not what I'm referring to right now.
Both me and you are birds of a feather.
I should have had
Which is
a
why it's so
banner
fun when Matt's
that just said that's just called 90s babies and our questionable tastes. I need Jess here for that.
Oh my god.
We should do a let's talk that's 90s babies and our questionable tastes.
Yes.
I'm getting the timer, by the way, everybody, so we can.
It's like when Matt was here and when we did Encanto, and both me and you were like, yes, we relate to this one thing. And Matt was like, I relate to something totally different. And both of us were like, we see. We had totally different lives. We've had different experiences.
Now that you've explained it, Sam, post Omegaverse paranormal romance are being advertised to me. I hate it. I hate it too, especially because like I was a teenager when I started reading paranormal romance and into my early 20s, right? So that's a big part of like my second puberty brain development. And so then like I'll get an ad, and in the ad it will be all like something, and then she's like, I'm betrothed to the alpha, and my poor little brain is just like, oh, is this gonna be a good shifter romance? And then like the alpha starts being all toxic and shit, and I'm like, never mind.
I was tricked into one, and I was mad because I did not know it was ABO until 13 chapters in, and I was starting to like it. until they mentioned the heat cycles, and I said no. It immediately left.
I'm really sad about that because I used to do heat cycles in my shifter writing just because like it makes sense that they would use the term heat instead of menstruation.
Mm-hmm.
But now it's an Omegaverse tale, and I'm like, I have to do something else.
Especially when
To
it's
go
the
more
men who
human
have
with
it.
it now.
It's you gotta be careful because they're so sneaky.
Yeah.
Because like I try not to judge a book by its cover or its title, but some of these titles drive me up a wall. Because all of them are Alpha and his ex.
Yeah, the you thing.
Yeah. Insert Alpha.
See, I feel like I should
and
clarify
his.
that like when I wrote it and is the heat cycle, that's basically just the time in their menstruation cycle when they would be fertile, which like makes humans a little weird sometimes. So like it
Right.
makes sense that like shifters with a heightened sense of smell would also be a little weird. But then the Omegaverse did what they did, and I'm like,
but when it's men that
can't
have
do
it,
that now.
and when men can get pregnant, I'm a little out. Not that I'm going to yuck anyone's yum. Trust me, I have my own thing.
Men, I was gonna say assigned male at birth also have hormone cycles, but then you added that second part, and I'm like, never mind.
Yes, it's like, listen,
Nope.
I can't do it. I really can't.
Fox said judging a book by the cover is the point of the cover, Cody. He's right.
Listen, sometimes you can't
Thank
do
you,
that.
Nicole. I greatly appreciate this. I just also feel like I can't use the term now because everyone's gonna assume the other. You know what I mean?
Because that's the
It's like,
problem. It's so prominent that if you mention it, everyone's like, "Oh, you're gonna do X." Like, no.
I'm getting our banners ready. So, yeah, it's like the term alpha literally just like meant leader. It was just like the head honcho. That's not what I want. Oh yeah, but do everybody tell us what you're working on.
I'm going to
I'm
be
going to all the wrong banners.
I'm going to be continuing my drawing practices because, like I said, I'm starting to get into 2D, so I have daily practices.
Cody, I meant after the sprint.
Oh, fine. Cool. Don't worry about it.
Let them wonder. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. I almost didn't mute my music before I I mean, I almost didn't pause my music before I unmuted myself. That would have been a problem. So, everybody, tell me how you did and what you were working on.
I was working on a tablet.
Well, now that I can say what I was working on.
Yes, now you may
Pretty much just doing drawing practices. I have drawn 1 page of circles, 1 page of ovals, and I have done 50 volumetric spheres. I have 50 more to do, and then I have cylinders. And that's not even near the end of my list. A lot of practice.
I did a couple of things. I went and updated my February, because for those who don't know, I'm keeping track of all the words that I write this year for my project to try to kind of see if there's a trend in like the time of month or time of year that I am most productive, see if it matches with what I already think, or if I may be wrong. Because like I think that I'll have a lot of time to work on stuff in January, but this year, the first half of January was great, and then the second half of January, I had a huge ass migraine, and I remembered that last year, I actually think I had a migraine at the end of January too. So now I'm like, do I get instead of sad, do I get migraine?
Oh no.
No, thank you, baby. I'm like, so that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna have to make a note for my February though, that my beginning of February was not normal this year. Because
Yeah.
So that's gonna be fun to figure out.
Well.
But and then I started checking emails because I have not checked my email in almost 8
years.
Not 8 years, in almost 8 days. Which I got some newsletters, and some of them just make me really appreciate Fox and that he designed my newsletter so that it can be read as long as like my browser is, because some of these newsletters, my browser's taking up 2/3 of my thing, and I'm still not getting all the words.
Oh
I have to
no.
zoom out to read them. But yes, which I will not be saying whose because I don't want to be mean to anybody. Just makes me appreciate.
Just like all need a Fox. Yeah, we get
it. Fox says he'd love credit, but it ain't him. That's just normal. You say it's normal. You say it's built in. I don't, but still.
I have proof that says no.
He's like, they just royally fucked up and don't know what the fuck they're doing. Yeah, therefore I appreciate that you do. Because if you didn't, then I'd have to figure it out. Which,
I love that
to be
sometimes he
fair,
can take compliments so well, and other times he's like, nah, bruh. Like, it's not me.
right? Other time he's like, no, he's like, this is bare minimum. How dare you compliment me for being able to do the bare minimum?
Yeah. And then other times he's like, where's my compliment? Hello?
So I just have to point out that yes, 25 minutes did win apparently. But it's okay. I fixed it.
Maybe.
Nicole rightly spoke for my brain.
Say what? No, I want 30.
There's also at some point in the stream when you see me go in full screen the timer because I forgot to do that, and I'm just like, nobody saw that.
I saw it, but I was just like, I'm not gonna comment.
Once I'm done with my debut novel, I'm gonna start working on my 2-3 book series of a polyamorous werewolf series with 1 girl and 3 guys. I have to say I appreciate the hyper specificness of not brothers and yes, some gayness, because
Isabella, where do I sign up to get this? Because this is right up my steez.
You follow her at
Isabella, throw your socials in the chat.
Bella Rivia. I don't think she can put the links there, but definitely like let us know. Yes, Nicole has the right reaction there. I did nothing but video games and drink because it's my birthday and I don't feel like doing anything. Hey, happy birthday! And thank you for joining us on your birthday. I didn't get any words. I was out shopping. I mean, that's fair.
This is fair.
Can I be nosy?
So
Ask
what did
you
you
were
get?
buying? It's okay. You don't have to answer me. I'm just nosy.
Yeah.
28 words into my vampire romance while I snacked and watched some Hogwarts Legacy gameplay. So I had so many bad snacking jokes when I said that I had to restrain myself. I did a few things, got the teeth brushed, cat fed, and got some water because I am dumb and haven't drank anything all day. And then laid down to read. Sometimes that happens. You're drinking now. I'm proud of you. I also have to say, for some reason, I thought you were going to say you got your teeth pulled. I'm like, why are you here if you were getting your teeth pulled? But it's fine.
This is all I've drinking all day. Just from here.
Yes, happy
That's-
birthday.
Do you?
Fox says, at what point have I ever taken a compliment? Well, Cody, please.
Actually, wait a minute.
Laughing at, Mom.
No, he's right.
I tell him I love my website. He tells me it's no, I'm kidding. Well, there have been a few things where I was like, I love this. And then he's like, well, it like belatedly later after he gives me an updated, improved version, he'll be like, yeah, I hated the last one. And I'm like, I never knew.
I did not know. You did not tell me. You played it off very well.
Fox took my quote out of context. He's like, you're drinking now. I'm proud of you, Sam, encouraging drunks.
Wow.
We know that
He's on a roll today. Is he okay? What happened?
He's never okay, Cody. I love
Like,
him, but
does he feel good? What's happening?
I don't know.
He's on a tirade today.
Speaking of tirades, our next topic is romances to burn in the fiery pits of the flaming abyss. Oh, hello, Matt's exist, popping in while I prep future D&D sessions. Well, you can bitch about romances if you wish.
Okay, Matt, I sent you a question in the comments of your TikTok today. I would like an answer, please. Thank you.
Also, Matt, please do go to during the next sprint, if you're still here, go to the beginning of the stream and find where Cody's holding up a piece of paper. I
Yes.
promise you will love it.
No one tell him. No context.
Also, Nicole has the same water bottle.
It's so good. It holds like 64 ounces. It's as big as my head.
Your head is 64 ounces.
Well, about actually. I got a
I
big
don't
head.
actually know. That you just lay your head on a scale. See what that is. This is more
You did
than
it?
that is more than what I've drank, Cody. Well, apparently he's got 64 ounces. Yes, child. What headphones? Oh. Excuse
I'm off
me.
to. Oh, I know why. Because my TikTok is locked because I exceeded my hours today. No wonder I didn't see it.
But
That would explain that. I will check that tomorrow.
You know what type of water powder I was talking about? You know the water powder gonna change.
yeah, I know which one you're talking about. I just can't remember the name of it right now. Circle.
Separate?
Yeah, it's Circle.
Okay.
Square, triangle, rectangle, up,
Yeah,
down,
no.
up, down.
Yeah,
AB,
Circle
AB
is the
start.
one. Cody. Circle is the one that that you had the little filters, and then you put the flavor filter in, and you controlled how strong your flavor was. And it was, it's the water bottle.
Oh,
Your dad and I want to replace them.
my
but-
roommate has one of those.
Keep forgetting. Yeah, we at one point had one for all of the children, and then us, and the kids really liked it.
Yeah, no wonder like
I've given
Cody.
myself.
He answered you in the comments, but you know that.
Yeah.
Everybody is rejoicing that Matt is alive. He loves him a quest, so he shall do this. I so have all the feels about the next question. That's it. Cody's head can hold 64 ounces of fluid. I have.
I mean, I got a
Googled-
big head.
And Google says the average head weighs 11 pounds. How many ounces is 11 pounds?
I would love. I saw a TikTok today about
Fluid
11.
Ounces is in.
About something else that weighs 11 pounds, and it's in the voice of GLaDOS from Portal
So-
2.
16 ounces in a pound, so 11 pounds. That would be 27 ounces.
Damn.
Wait, no, sorry, that's wrong. I'm like, wait, no, that sounds right. I hit the plus button. 176 ounces. Sorry, I said it, and then my brain goes, Sam, that's not.
It's all
Math
right.
to that way, and I'm like, what did I do?
You know how I was like, yeah, that sounds right. I
That
really
was some good mom voice you came saying. Thank you, I've perfected it over here. Is why my children know the difference between when I'm messing with them and when they need to stop.
Did you notice? I stopped.
Yes. 32 ounces, 2 pounds. Here we go. Never could eat. Romances to burn. All of them. Is this my abyss? Do I own it? Yes, two in the flaming abyss of which Fox owns. The Omegaverse.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's my entire answer. Is the Omegaverse. Welcome to my TED Talk, guys. We're talking about how the Omegaverse is the worst fucking place ever.
The romances that came because the 2000 YA era happened, and then it was oversaturated, and I need it to go back to what it used to be.
So I will say this because of the tropes that it has, not because of the thing itself, because like I kind of enjoy this book series in its own trashy way.
Okay, then it
Twilights.
doesn't need to burn in the abyss.
But like this, like what the Twilights has like accrued, like, you know, like the 50 Shades, where it's like super domineering men.
No, okay,
and
so
women.
To be clear, I don't think Twilight needs to burn in the abyss.
No. That's
Twilight is just questionable. No, but I think that like all the ones that were like aged down, I will give them an ultimatum: burn in the abyss or age the characters back up.
Yeah.
These are how I feel about that. But aggressive being sexy. Yeah. I have mixed feelings on this.
It depends on what type of aggression.
But as a general statement, I agree. However, I will asterisk.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
90s baby problematic, questionable.
Again, being same.
But as a general statement, yes, I agree.
If we're generalizing, yes, with an asterisk though.
We'll go get some painkillers. My poor child has a headache, and he's sitting next to his mother. Well, I think you should get off the computer if your head hurts that much. I'm aware it's because of me. That doesn't change my statement, and I'm sorry that I'm hurting your head. My poor child. He's going to get some painkillers. Would have said something else, but aggressive in general. Yes. And 50 Shades and Twilight still need to burn. These are also I agree 50 Shades should burn.
Yes. Oh my god.
Fox says you had a blonde man push a goddess against the wall for romance. I won't forgive your sins. How dare you bring Sekhmet and Bishop into this? But also, I have no regrets. She was quite into it. He says, I don't forget your sins, bitch. I don't deny them. Okay, first of all, for context, he didn't push her into the wall just to push her into the wall. It was the very cliche tropey he was hiding her from the guards by pretending to make out, because she snuck out of a temple she wasn't supposed to sneak out of. So it's not, he wasn't being aggressive. That's a whole different thing. Also, Cody, you mentioned recommendations before this, Prince.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. So I will send you links because this is about the fiery pits of hell. It's not our favorites.
I mean, if nobody has anything to burn in the pits of hell, we can go back to our favorites. But
okay, so recommendations, right? So first of all, this one in this entire book series, one of the characters does kind of get like a little stalkery, in like, but they're like children, so like he kind of can't help it, right? What?
I need further context. He's stalkery, but they're children.
So okay,
Cody, you cannot just let that be it.
Dang. It's a flashback to like how they met Like they grew up together. They're one of a trope that Sam may not like. I mean, they weren't best friends, but they were close friends.
Wait,
And
what?
like one of them's a werewolf, the other one's a mage. And like the werewolf was like pretty creepy because he didn't know how to like control himself around humans. Where the mage is like, bruh, you gotta stop stalking me. He's like, I'm not stalking you. It's like, you're stalking me. It's like, I just know where you are. It's like, yeah, I know. It's called stalking. Like,
Okay, so they were children and they were just like following their crush around.
yes.
Okay, then that like I don't know. That's one of those things where it sounds very stalkery, but also like just how did they follow them home, or did they just like see them at places in public and was
See
like,
them in
oh,
places in public.
okay,
And they'd be like, oh, hey, is that so and so? And the crush, the main character would look over and be like, hold on, let me go tell him to go home.
because that other one is just kind of like they could just be too shy to approach, so it appears stalkery. They're just trying to get the courage. But like if they follow them home, that's stalkery.
Yes, Nicole, more like following them around like a lost puppy.
Yeah, exactly. See, content. Let me tell you,
Context could change everything.
one of my favorite YouTubers said it correctly. Romance is just horror with a different soundtrack. I don't actually 100% agree with that, but it is funny.
I understand what that means.
There's a lot of romance tropes that it's like there's a line. Depending on what side of this line we're on, depends on whether or not this is okay.
But anything by TJ Klune is really good. I will let you know this author loves to repeat things 500,000 times.
Oh God.
Like you will read the same like lines or sentences all the time. It's wild.
Okay, at least the stalker behavior is acknowledged. Yes, this too. Also,
I know, yeah.
Cody, while you were Fox was like, Cody, excuse, I thought Sam was bad. I thought cages were bad. But Cody, Fox, I maintain I did not think the cage was romantic. I was not okay with the cage.
I'm sorry, context, please. A cage?
It was a PSP dating sim. It was
like
Amnesia or something.
Okay.
Yeah, like Chris got it, but he quickly grew disinterested in it. But he wanted to get the platinum trophy, so I was like, I'll do it because I love visual novels. And like, you go through different timelines. There's the Clover, the Heart, the Diamond. What's the fourth?
Isn't like all the suit Diamonds, Club, Spades.
Thank you. I think I was missing Spade. Yeah, so you go through that, and I don't remember, like, and I go through, and the first one I did was pretty cute and stuff, but then, like, the next one I did was this guy who I love like a brother, and he was supposed to love me like a sister, but then he put me in a cage to protect me, and I'm like, sir, and he kept me in this cage, and I was not okay with it. He's like, you agreed with... Yeah, I agreed with the cage from a sibling aspect, not a romantic aspect. These are different. If I thought my sisters were going to die if they left the house because somebody was after them to kill them, I too might cage them. And you know what my sister said when I told her that? She would understand. So obviously, we're perfectly fine.
Now, I
did not like it from a romantic aspect because that's a no.
That's a no. I will let you know they do use the words alpha, beta, and omega, but it is for positions in the pack. It is not for anything other than that. Also, eye color.
Watch everybody become very concerned for my siblings. It's fine. they live
They're gonna be thrown in the cages.
Okay, so Fox, see, but here's the thing, because Fox is like, you may not have said it was romantic, but you were on board with the reasoning. Well, yeah, but that's, but as I said, well, as I'm thinking, like, you throw it at me every time we talk about romance, and I was not okay with the cage from a romantic perspective. Now he's gonna throw it at me when we talk about familial love this month. With the question, everybody, do you love your sibling enough to cage them?
He wasn't, and then but now he is.
Fox said, I'll save Tabby from the cage. It might be like 10 hours late, but I'll try. Look, my other sister also agreed. So all three of us are okay with protecting each other to very large degrees. One might say extreme. Who knows? If 50 Shades of Grey was set in a trailer park, then it would be a Criminal Minds episode. Right? Yes. Yes,
really
I
would, though.
agree. Oh no. Okay, I'm just saying that was a great game. Just had some questionable things. That's that Chris Pratt, Jennifer Lawrence movie. Wait, which? Oh, me? I don't know. In YA romance, there was a story I read where a girl secretly dated her best friend's brother, and when the secret was revealed that the best friend forever already knew, so no anger, and I hated it. So, okay. So I'm making sure I understand this correctly because my brain's. Are you saying that so the best friend knew that they were dating and so wasn't angry when they revealed that they were dating?
I think
Right?
that's what they were.
I'm just making sure.
And those are the two recommendations.
These are Cody's recs.
The
Cages are
second-
not romantic unless the MC is getting released by the love interest. See, cages can be romantic, Fox, if your love interest is freeing you from them.
In very specific situations.
Passenger had Lawrence and Pratt in it, or Passengers.
But the second one, the Fairies and Bones of Gold, is a slow burn romance.
Manipulation is not romance. How are they manipulating anybody if they free them from a cage?
Worst comes to worst, it's White Knight syndrome. Not really manipulation.
I'm also about to upset Fox.
Oh.
Because I'm doing the poll. Which, if everybody could do this very quickly, because I should have started this when we came back and I didn't, I would very much appreciate it.
We're not going to talk about it. It's fine.
We should go into
it's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
I don't know. There's like specific things I hate, but they're just like general like writer things that I hate that I wish would burn in the pits of hell.
I found my audience when they're defending the cage. I love all of you. The cage can work if there's consent. Classic damsel in distress situation, and the knight comes to save him. Like have a lockup contract. Fox will write an essay on it later. He said,
The how cages are. Oh no, not a Fox essay.
I found my people.
I asked for advice once. I got 5,000 points, all with multiple paragraphs. It was terrifying. It was great, but terrifying.
Fox said, "Oh, how I wish to just go into StreamYard and end the stream." No, you don't understand. This is what I need after my week.
These are my people.
Can we just appreciate that as opposed to discussing romance things that we hate? We like started out doing that, but now we're just like, okay, hold on, but
This is par for the course. Let's be honest.
I see everybody else's standards are not high above the crowd for enjoyment, not necessarily quality.
Yes. I can enjoy this. I don't like it.
So there is a whole niche of adult movies that involve cages. But cages. Fox is being salty now.
You know what I don't like? Actually, something else that can romance that can burn in the fire pits of the flaming abyss is when the two characters get together, like, because at some point, like, they're separate, like in the beginning, Like you follow the two and like, okay, cool, they start today, and then all they do is bone. Like every time they're together, they don't talk about things. Nothing eventful goes on in their day. They just bone. Like after another. I read a book where I literally had to skip 8 chapters because all of it was boning. I was so angry. Hold on, Matt. I will
Matt
give you
has
a
been
timestamp.
gone. Probably missed everything about cages.
He has no idea what we're talking about now.
Cody will go find you a timestamp, Matt. It's
Hold on,
fine.
I will go hunt it.
Very much so, Nicole. That's not a romance. That's something else. That's like a romance that borders on erotica. Excuse me.
Okay.
Which I don't necessarily think that it should burn because, like, that's for other people. I just want to read it. I don't. I went on a journey. You're gonna go on another journey.
You must go on another one. So Matt, it's around negative 1 hour, 7 minutes, and 53 seconds. It's near the beginning of our favorite. Not near the beginning of our favorite romances, actually. No. Just start at our favorite romances when that shows up, and then just skim real quick.
You have put us on times 2.
Yeah, like put it on times 2.
Minutes.
You'll see me rummaging for things. You're about to hit it when you see me rummaging for things. Like I'm just looking side to side looking for something. Because I'm looking for the paper.
I full screened it beforehand. Look at me learning things.
But yeah, no, I just hate when there's romance. And the romance is the two characters boning all the time.
You had that pause and you're like, I hate when there's romance. And I'm like,
yeah.
We had 30 minutes discussing the exact opposite.
No, I hate romance. It's the worst.
I also
worst
just
trope ever.
realized I never changed the timer, the little ticker scroll earlier from 30 minutes to 25. This whole stream is a lie. Just so everybody knows.
It's all a farce.
This whole stream is just to confuse and confuddle.
See what happens when you cancel the stream. For the record, that's a joke.
How dare you? I have very dark humor. And so, like, when I was talking to my sister about it, and I'm like, yeah, I canceled Monday's stream. I always told everybody that if I ever canceled a stream, it was because I was dying or something happened to the children. So...
Well, you're not wrong.
Exactly.
You're not wrong.
All right, Cody, count us down. Around gives exact timestamp.
It's a wrap. Well, it's because we keep going, and I don't know how it's fine.
He doesn't know how the time thing works. While
listen,
live. I get you.
I found it real quick. Don't worry about it. Anywho.
But
3.
He went on a journey and missed the cages. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
3, 2, 1, go.
It is a good thing it stopped there because it was about to get into the very dramatic part of my song. I don't know that I would have come back.
Oh no. We would have lost it to the music guys.
You would have. You would have been like, Sam, I'm like,
Yeah, just jamming out and having to just send messages through Discord.
To anybody who doesn't know, This Is Not a Phase by Citizen Soldier. It's a good song.
Nicole, you are kind of not wrong. Not so much forbidden, just you probably shouldn't do that.
Okay, so well, it's not that you're not allowed. It's just not a good idea.
Yeah, because mages and werewolves don't like each other.
So how did everybody do that sprint? Also, our final sprint timer is up, which I'm only allowing slightly shorter ones because I do have to get the children to bed. Although I'm so proud they do shower time without needing my existence upstairs now. I'm so proud, so happy. I do like sometimes need to text or go to the foot of the stairs and be like, "Did you start the next shower?"
Rotation, children.
Because it's still winter, so it's like they have to wait 10 minutes in between each shower for the water to heat back up.
I was like, and I also am trying to keep to a bedtime. Trying.
Exactly.
Because I should start work hopefully in the next week. I'll have to be up at 4 a.m. and I will hate life.
Matt. Are you back, Matt? Did you get the context?
Did you understand the cages?
Are you here? Did you just decide, no, I'm not dealing with them anymore?
Which is perfectly fine, too.
No more what? Oh my gosh.
All right, guys, it's just you and me. Are y'all ready for the Talk Shit Sam hour? Because I am. I have a full list here. All the complaints. Number one, her romance choices, questionable. Just waiting for her to come back and yell at me.
Because I don't do what you tell me to do. Sorry, I was yelling at someone else.
I was saying, did you hear anything I said? But you just said that, so yeah.
I heard the words problematic, and I was like, or questionable, one of those two.
I was like, all right, guys, it's you and me. I have a full list of Sam complaints here. Number one, her romance choices, questionable.
I shan't deny the romances that I lean towards on occasion. My Manta reading history is very telling. I just read the synopsis of Fairy and Bones and Gold, and oh yes, Cody addressed that. I just spent 25 minutes on making notes to future me on the text that I have been working on for the past 6.5 hours. Relatable. Yes. Very relatable. Also, I think I'm seeing new names in the chat tonight. Hello. Welcome. This was a time to join us.
You know what? No, here's the thing. This is the perfect place to join us.
Fox wants the rest of the list, Cody.
Oh. I wish I had a list. Of course, you would want the list.
He's like, where's the list? Be brave.
Where's the list? I want it. So we can compare notes.
I got 235 words written. 139 words. That sounds an awful lot like Forbidden Romance, Cody.
I mean,
this made me remember what it was like trying to coordinate showers with two other siblings. Do not miss that. Oh, see, we got a good system now. The oldest has hair washing day on Monday. Then the middle gets hair washing day on Tuesday, and the youngest gets hair washing day on Wednesday, because that uses a lot more hot water. So if they all wash their hair on the same day, then the third one showers in cold, no matter what. But yes, and then like we do touch up washing on the weekend, or
see,
it's the thing. They shower every day. It's just, they all have wavy / curly-ish hair. So.
I would always tell my parents I could never shower because if someone else showers before me, like the water just made me so I'd never do it. which it did. I wasn't lying, but so I just got to shower first, much to the dismay of my older brother.
Shower at either 3 a.m. or when the children are in school. There is no in between.
And I also shower at night too. So if I needed to shower, I can shower at night. Where no one's been in the shower for hours. So.
Oh, Fox wants to see if you're ended or if he ends you or agrees with you.
Oh.
Not new, just returning after a long time away from you all.
Well, welcome back. This is such a great stream to join us back on.
I have brain fog. I have to see you 20 times in a day, and then I'm like, yes, I know this person.
I'll forget next week. Don't even. I'll forget.
Next week, you'll remember that long.
I know, isn't it's getting better.
Okay. So
I started taking my Adderall again.
I technically have 2 more banners, but we're only going to do 1. But I just want to show y'all it's the tiny, cute shit that makes the difference, which can kind of also how we want to write our romance. So I guess my first question would be, how many people in here are writing romance in their story? Not necessarily a romance, as in your story is the romance genre, but just that you have romance in your writing. And if so, like tell me about it, how you want to write it, gush, brag, all the things. Cody, would you like to go first?
Oh my god. Okay, guys. So back when I was working on the writing.
Cody first. I just think you'll Can I get more details?
Like, hold on. I need context and information.
Also, because I remembered this earlier. Well, there's 2 things that I just remembered. 1, I'm a terrible Storytellers Hearth host. We have host applications going on right now. They end Friday, I believe. So if you would like to apply to be a host for the Storytellers Hearth, do so. I'll get a link while Cody's talking about his stuff.
Wow, and I think I'm still on the promotional team. I am also terrible at my job, so we're both trash. Anywho,
defense that my life is something right now.
The same.
My media kit's not set up. What have I been doing?
I need someone else to do their job so I can do my job.
Excuse me as I cry in a corner. Go ahead. Sorry. You go ahead with your romance, Cody, while I hunt things down.
Okay, so anywho, as you guys may have heard or not heard, I hate with an immense passion ABO romance with the fiery pits of souls, everything that the moment.
We should just say Fox's fiery abyss. It rolls.
Fox's fiery abyss. That would require me to remember it. I didn't remember it. Anywho, so I was like, I'm not gonna write werewolf romance because they'll think it's that. And then I read one. I'm like, I can write one that isn't that. So I have one that's a romance. Still work in progress. Don't know when they'll get done. My poor babies, they're still baking in the oven. They've been there for a long time. I'm gonna stay in there for a while. I got a lot. What was the question? Oh yeah, how we want to write our romance.
It's on the screen.
It's fine. It's fine. I may be vamping. Anywho, so how I wish to write my romances is very much ones I hate are insta loves. To the one where like on the 3rd day they're screaming "I love you." It's like, nah, I'm good on that front. So how I'm pretty much writing mine is
he forgot everything he ever planned to write.
I really did. Because the problem is I don't know how to describe how I'm writing this. There's gonna be a lot of cute little things that
I have a hot take. I don't mind insta loves.
It depends on how it's done. Like everything, it depends.
Also, I grew up with my father constantly telling my mother that it was love at first sight, and like he knew that she was the one for him, and he was just patiently waiting for her to come around. And then also, Chris tells me he knew I was the love of his life from the first time we talked over email. And he was just patiently waiting for me to come around. So I'm like, it could also just be the men in my life that make me go, it's a love.
Yeah, it is. Could be biases.
So
I've had that, but but it's like when both of them scream it. Now, if they take 7 books for one to say "I love you," then we have a problem
I will
because
say
that's too long.
I'm still very skeptical that insta love is a thing but that's because of the way I do love, and
Yeah.
that like there needs to be lots of time and getting to
Yes.
know one another. But
So how I'm basically writing mine is there's hopefully going to be lots of cute little moments that make everything lovely. I have 3 scenes specifically in mind. One character walks into a wall. The other one walks into a display that someone else meticulously put together, because that's always funny. And then third is I don't have a third. I lied. I only have 2. I thought I had a third. It's in here, but it doesn't need to be in here. I need some move out. But yeah, it's a slower. It's not insta love. It's not super. I want them to like actually get to know each other and like each other for that, just because the other one's hot.
that's fair.
Because I've read a lot where it's just like, what do you like about him? Well, he's hot. Okay.
See, okay. I also feel there's a very distinct difference between like when a character is like, I've loved you from the first moment we met, versus like they're lusting after them. I do think there's a little bit of a difference.
Oh yeah, there's a definite difference between insta lust and insta love.
Yeah, I mean, it really just depends on execution for me. It's not my favorite, but
yeah. So it's just like it takes time, and like there's cute little moments. Like for example, the main character does not like physical touch. It's not his favorite because of things. Where the MC, his favorite thing in the world is physical touch. So there's a scene where the MC is whittling down a little beetle, and his love interest has a little toe wrapped around his little phalange, because it's the only way he could work. And you can still be like like his head is like resting his leg, just like a little finger around a toe. Nothing wild. And watches and laughs too loud at sitcoms, which makes the MC like lose his place. He's like, listen here, buddy. You either gotta stop laughing so hard, or I'm gonna ruin this.
Laugh quieter.
One of the 3 is gonna happen.
It's okay. We have our further details. Hera took a human from the mortal world and gave him to Ares as a servant. The 2 become friends to lovers. I'm down.
I'm also down. Me, I don't like insta love. Given to a servant and become friends to lovers, count me in.
And then a couple. Hold on. Wait. We got pushed up. Okay, so Matt says, I got multiple couples to juggle. Isabella has romance in hers. I'm writing one couple that have already been together for a long time when we meet them, so I'm trying to stress them being a power couple where they know each other hella well. Already here for this. Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
And then a couple that is first falling for each other, and for them, I'm really stressing the chemistry and showing that they really just love each other's company beyond attraction. I love the contrast, too, of these being in the same story.
Me and Matt secretly writing the same book.
I do all the things in my stories, the young, the not so innocent, and all of those we don't talk about.
Also, it's very fun because it's fun because I strongly dislike children. Yet this book has twins in them, and one of them disrupts them, like kind of like possibly like the first kiss may happen, and then a 7-year-old barges through with a beetle.
With the flippant way that you murder them in short stories, I had no idea that you didn't like children. Cody.
Yeah, I don't. Listen, they happen to be children when they got murdered. I'll murder adults too.
You ready for Flash Fiction Free for All next month?
I'm so excited. I love Flash Fiction Free for All. I'm not prepared at all.
At least Stevie won't be dead.
I'm not prepared, but I'm still excited because I love it.
I have a story where the signs are deified and be deified when really you're a sham. And they host a tournament every 16 years. It features a queer romance between an English boy and a French boy while they navigate the events. Oh, yeah.
I read that as they got defiled. I'm like, oh, how do you defile the stars? I need to know that. Like, how does that work? I need context.
I like instant link, not love, and instant connection is fine, but true love takes time. See, I think this is
Yeah,
how I would word it for myself. So
yeah, I like Insta Link.
The main thing I don't like in romance is this when one partner is all mopey and pulling the sigh. Why are you with me? I suck. Because I end up just being like, correct, you do. Oh my gosh, depending on the couple
Hold
when
on,
this
my
happens,
headphone
I
fell.
go,
It fell back so hard.
this always happens for me when it's a love triangle and I like the other person more. And then I'm like, yes, why are they with you and not with the person I like more? Why is this happening?
So I read a book.
Surprise, we're co-authors.
Secretly, you weren't supposed to tell me yet. So I read a book.
No, Fox, I'm not sure she won't be dead. That's why I said hopefully. not she'll be alive. I was hoping.
I read an audiobook where it was split POV, right? And it was a YA. So one of them was like, the emo mopey teen, which is fine. We're all emo mopey teens at some point. But his entire chapters, all of his chapters were about 5 minutes long. And all of them, the entire time, were just him being like, oh man, I hate life. I don't understand. Nobody gets me. I just don't know why anyone ever thinks I'm like important. When he runs a truck stand that is very successful with his family. And even the love, like the main character is just likes him for some reason. And the entire time he's like, why do you like me? I don't understand. And I'm like, I don't understand. I don't understand either, buddy. I would have gave up like 3 days ago.
Let me tell you, part of me is like, yeah, I hate those characters. The other part of me is like, aren't you the champion of the sad boys? And I'm like, wait, hold on. Are these my sad boys? No, this is different. There's two different types.
Yeah, there's the sad boys that like are sad but become like semi less sad boys, and then the sad boys that just keep getting more sad. And you're just like, why does anyone like you? You're kind of right.
The sad boys who appreciate what they have because they don't understand why they have it, but they appreciate it.
See, that's my favorite kind of sad boy. That's what I was hoping for. I was like, yes.
So Isabella is writing a romance between an angel, she, and demon, he. She is professional, he is flirty, but they have some banter that I love. But there is a biological link in all angel demons that would cause them pain if they physically touch until they find out the bio link is not in them. Ooh. But why?
But why?
The intrigue.
The drama.
Yes, I'm here for that. Dear Diary. Mood happened. That's what I was thinking. I'm an emo kid. You'd be emo too if you are non-conforming as can be. You
right.
We're just like me.
Sam, I think we found our people.
My favorite band. I'm going to see my favorite band. Stab My Heart something. I'm so sad I can't remember. This is my debut. There's also an underlying of danger with an antagonist attacking them. Dun dun dun.
See,
for me, romance is often C or D plot. I mean, that's fair. Let sad people live, Cody. Is what Fox
I do. Says. Listen, I'm a sad boy. I get it. But when you're sad, the entire book, and the end is still falling all over you. I don't understand. Like, when the entire MC's point of view is them being like, "Oh no, you're the best. You're like championing you," and you're just like,
when the emotional labor is unbalanced, it gets taxing.
Yes, it's so.
So the romance that I am writing is I like. Oh yeah,
Sam, what romance are you writing?
Like stab my heart because I love you and rip apart my soul, and of course stabby rip stab stab. That's my favorite. Stabby rip stab stab. That's what I was trying to think of. Thank you.
Where's that from?
It's from Emo Kid, the song. Emo Kid.
Yep. I was like, I know this song. I know this. I don't know from where. Never mind. I know it now.
What was I talking about? Myself. Yes,
your romance.
So I fall into some very distinct patterns, and I am not ashamed of it, nor do I care. I like opposing, interclasses. So, like, I like the downtrodden and the, like, privileged, which many would say there's an issue there, but I don't care. I think it's cute.
I read one like that and I thought it was really cute. I agree.
Yeah. So I like because especially if the as I air quote downtrodden is also like a Robin Hood vigilante-ish kind of character. So it's like they're more kick-ass than the privileged person who's just kind of a soft
And they show
baby.
the McDonald's for the first time and their eyes go wide. Yeah.
In a contemporary setting, yes, but I don't
Yes.
write contemporary, so mine's like my debut right now is a she's the pit fight, but she's the champion of the pit fighting ring. So like, she's the most kick-ass of the kick-ass, and then her love interest is a rich girl who may or may not have somebody trying to assassinate her. So then she's got I also like princess and knight is my favorite trope in existence. So
what was one that I was sorry to bash yourself promotion for a hot second. There was one that I also like that I was reading. It's like
as Isabella points out, I have trouble remembering my self-promotion today. How dare you interrupt it?
That's fine. I guess it was like it's the better version of the one I was just talking about, like the downward and the sunshine and like the not the depressed, but like the downtrodden.
Mhm.
Like the person who's always positive and the person that's like, like not always the
Sunshine
positive.
and Stormcloud.
That's what it is. I also like Sunshine and Stormcloud.
Fox, what manipulation is in my plot? Please tell me how there's manipulation in my romance between Moxie and Rochelle.
I love that all of your romance things, Fox is like manipulation. You're like, where?
Today, that's his thing, yes.
Every day he picks a new thing.
Why don't you point out that she fights in a cage ring? Why don't you point out that Richie literally falls into a cage arena and Moxie saves her?
Oh no, the cage guys. We should have known there's been cages the whole time.
It's specifically a shifter pit fighting ring because I'm writing a shifter romance with cages. We circled that.
We should have known from the start, guys. There's been cages here all along.
We should all also just accept that Fox knows my darkest sides and has no issue just blasting them to the internet.
Eric got your dirty laundry at every convenient
moment. So that be a kennel? I want to call the locker rooms the kennels now. Excuse me while I make a note.
I will make it.
Hold on, I'm making a note.
I will text you it too.
No, I'm making this note in my Save Her Soul board. Hold on, where's... Okay, here we go. Note right here. I'll put the note...
I also texted you it too.
Locker rooms are the kennels. I need to find the name of the person in charge of the kennels, and that will be Chirpy's job title. He said, because I don't have to. That's why. Because it's not manipulation. We're back to it comes full circle, Nicole.
Full circle.
Every stream.
Guys, you just don't.
Samantha, I'm all for that story. Can't wait. Thank you. I'm currently in the outlining phase. Well, I'm researching the animals because when I do shifters, I like to research the animal I'm choosing to base them off of. And because I really enjoy writing non-human fight scenes, I want to incorporate like the animal strength and stuff into the fighting style. So like my kangaroo shifter is going to be a kickboxer. So I can't
really excited.
decide what my bunny's going to be yet. But yes, it's going to be fun. No, I think my kangaroo is going to be a boxer and the rabbit's going to be a kickboxer. I don't know. I'm still taking notes, and after I take notes, I'll go through and decide everything. And then after my fight scenes are outlined, I just got to go back and make sure I have everything connected and I'm not missing pieces. Instead of ringing a bell, they spray them with a spray on a note. There's no bell, though. It's a whistle. I'm also waiting for this because I have been hearing you talk about it for so long. Thank you. I think I started working on it in October or November. So I think I'm doing really well progress-wise considering it's August plus is notoriously terrible, like busy for me. So
Mine's still cooking. It's gonna be there for a while, guys.
I did mention it on stream. I just don't remember which stream. Fox's future review for my book will be titled, well, I guess kennel kinks are for somebody out there. Ooh, a grappler bunny.
I need to read that review the moment it comes out.
I would just like everybody to know that Fox will have an internet presence just to troll me. He will
the only time
on the internet just to troll me and my books. Just
it's like,
need
man, this one guy's going so hard on Sims. Like, yeah, we know him. It's fine.
We know it's fine.
Yeah, just leave him alone. Let him have his fun.
Did I end the poll? Yes, I did. 25 minutes one.
By a landslide.
It got lost in this everything.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
But I've been talking about the fighting, not the romance. But like the part I want to do with the romance of it is I'm still ironing it out, but I want there to like there's gonna be slow moments and it like starts off because you know Richie's gonna be like, oh well, she saved me. That's kind of hot. But also I don't know her, and then like Moxie's just gonna be like, damn, she looked good. But also she's not from my world, right? But then like they keep running into each other and they get to know each other, and Moxie's very flirtatious and Rochelle's a little more like laid, like reserved, which it's usually the opposite where the shifter's the reserved one, but nah. My girl knows what she likes and is not afraid to flirt.
Remembered an aspect of mine that I'm kind of excited for. Because the MC, basically, the MC...
I'm sorry, I thought you were going to be like the MCU. I'm like, what does Marvel have to do with
the MCU, guys. So, pivot. We're going to talk about the MCU now.
My brain agreed. Just trying to finish everyone's sentences incorrectly.
Same. So my MC was raised by werewolf hunters, but he's a werewolf himself. He was adopted, right? But his dad found out that he's a werewolf, and instead of hurting him, he's like, "It's my boy, it's my baby." Takes him to a person to basically get it sealed away with the power of magic and a tattoo on his back, right? So at some point, probably halfway through, because he's been keeping it a secret, or else he'll die. So he keeps it a secret from everyone. Hopefully, at halfway point through the book, his secret gets revealed to like his love interest, who is also a werewolf, because he saves him from getting hurt. And then a witch shows up and is like, I can remove the tattoo. Excusez-moi. And they whisk him away to go save him. And then he gets to spend the second half of the book and gets to learn. One scene I'm very excited for is I want to have a scene where his little sister teaches him how to be a werewolf, because he's been teaching them how to do it. And he's just sitting there on the ground while she's a blackboard, just pointing things out. And him being like, why am I here? And she's like, well, you have to learn how to be a werewolf to not get hurt. And it's just that little woman just sitting on the side, watching her, being a proud like teacher to his little sister. And I'm really excited because also her little brother's there because he also has to learn.
It sounds adorable.
I'm so excited. And for the record, no children will be hurt in the making of this book.
There's a lot of world building you need to do before you can begin writing, so no worries, Sam. Yeah, I was about to say not world building so much as character creation, but I'm like, character creation's under the umbrella of world building. So yeah, you right.
There's also a witch werewolf feud.
I'm so close to being done though, and I just need to finish Wolf and Jaguar. That's it. And I'm only doing Jaguar so I can have my notes readily available.
Is the super secret one done?
Yes.
Ooh.
Uncaged
I'm excited
love.
about super secret one.
When fighters turn to lovers.
Oh my god, Raphael, stop.
Look, I might want to use that as a tagline now.
He's on a roll today, guys. We gotta stop him. He's getting too powerful.
Look, I might, because of all my animal research, want to actually do more stories in this universe. It's just all the romances surrounding the pit. So
And the kennels. And those cages.
the kennels now. Chirpy, I can't decide if I want him to find love or just be single forever. It's one of those two.
Is Chirpy a shifter?
Chirpy is a cheetah.
Okay, I didn't know.
His name is Chirpy because cheetahs chirp.
I was secretly hoping it would be a parakeet.
No. Okay.
Don't ask me why.
Real quick before we go into sprint, Chirpy came around because me and Matt were in a stream. I think there was a third person, but I honestly do not remember. But I noticed it was me and Matt because we started fanning over cheetahs together, and I was very excited because I had never met anybody else who had the appreciation for cheetahs that I did, in which we love them. They are our favorite big cat, but they are so bad at existing. They're like...
They're so bad at existing.
Like, they run super fast, but that also means their metabolism is too fast for them to actually function well. And yeah, so we were talking about it, and I was talking about a cheetah shifter, and we were talking about the fact that cheetahs don't really meow so much as chirp. And then Chirpy became the water boy.
And he's the water
boy of the pit, because there is no way he would win any fights.
Okay, I'm in. Not that I was gonna read this book anyway, but I'm really in.
And
I'm
the
voting
way
for
he
Chirpy.
talks is he's like, here's your water. Like, that's how he talks, because he's just always nervous.
Okay, you know what? He does need to find love, but you know what? He needs to find love with the opposite team, with the opposite fighter.
What team?
My brain. Don't worry, it's fine.
It's a ring of fighters, like wrestlers.
I don't know why my brain was thinking teams. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I was like, you want him to be straight? I don't understand.
Never.
I don't know his sexuality yet. He might. That's why I said I gotta figure it out.
Oh yeah, no, they could be straight.
Could be a cheetah. I'll see myself out. A macaw of some type. You gotta use that as a tagline. It's a good one. My favorite little failure animal. like the cheetahs in captivity have so much anxiety they require service dogs to keep them company.
So, note to self: research cheetahs.
Oh my god, Nicole! Okay. Maybe. Yeah.
That's actually a golden retriever.
I can't wait for the audio. Me talking to the narrator. I need you to speak in a high-pitched chirp for Chirpy. This is the most important voice in the entire novel.
Everyone is riding on this exact character, but they're not even a main character. I know.
I don't care.
I don't care. Research cheetahs. That's on point.
All right. So we're gonna count us down now. 3,
okay. 2, 1.
I may have just paused an ad on my phone. Telling myself to have hope because, like, it sounds interesting. So far, there's no red flags except that the person reading it sounds like she's talking about how she had her first shift at 12. But I'm like,
Mhm.
you sound 12? Like, where is this going? So we'll see if I'm disappointed as I listen to the rest of the ad later. So how did everybody do? I finished my emails, went upstairs to check on my children and inform them that it is not playtime, that they know it's tidy up their room and listen to an audiobook during shower time. Little nieces up there. And then I came down and started on more of my wolf research, and I got about 53 words of that done. So.
I finished.
Oh, I also changed into my jammies.
Nice. I finished some of my practice, and now I'm starting to do like what I like to. I finished my daily practice, except for I'm halfway through one currently, and then I get to do my day practice, which is things I do once a week. But I currently got 5 gesture drawings done out of 10, and boy, you think 2 minutes is a lot of time until it's not. You're like, oh no. Like, it's like, I got 2 minutes to get this whole thing. Oh shit. And then it's gone. You're like, fuck, gotta continue on.
Nicole said cheetahs and puppies have the same play style as cubs and puppies, so they get along really well when they're adults. Yes. 146 words, 244 words. Just some working on my website. When I'm done, it'll get added to my YouTube. Yes, good.
I need to get into that at some point eventually. I do have a webinar that I registered for that from someone that's like, if you need help getting into YouTube. What?
I'm trying to wrap up.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So, everybody, let me know if you enjoyed this. Like I said, I'll be doing these more topical ones all for the rest of February, and I would like to continue doing them. Although I'm gonna have to tighten up the format a bit to either limit the talking time or go back to some shorter sprints. So we'll see what Sam decides on her whims. Again, knitting. That I used to crochet.
Yep. Me too.
But Cody, let us do the outros.
Okay. Hello, hi everybody. My name is Cody Keller. I'm a crime lord. I'm gay. I like to be gay, do crimes. That's all I really got. Follow me social media links down below while I rebrand and figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
So our gracious person who sets up all of the Flash Fiction Free For All stuff says, did I just hear Cody wants 2 minutes for the Flash Fiction Free For All round?
I will cry. I don't think any of us wants 2 minutes.
I need those 2 minutes to goof off before I start writing.
I do too. I need the 2 minutes to sit there blankly and think about it and go, and then start working. That's what I need.
Tell me what Jess did last week, because I was spending time with my children, I think, last week. All right. Hi, I'm Writing Mom Samantha L. Nessett. On this channel, I claim to talk about writer things, parent things, and writer parent things, but really all I talk about is shifters, cages, and shifter cage things. If you would like more live streams like this, join us for the rest of February, Mondays. Always same day, always the same time. If you like
different co-hosts.
No, you're coming back next week.
Yeah, but always different co-hosts. We'll have Matt next week, and then I'll be gone the week after that.
A rotation of the mostly same guest, because I'm always too dead to ask new people. If you like to read samples of my writing, you can go to my website, SamanthaLNessett.com, where I have a spooky flash fiction, Until Pizza Do Us Part, and a villainous murder short story, All That Glitters. That has a sample of the way that I write animalistic people fighting. So,
and it's really great. if
Thank
I do
you.
say so myself, for an unbiased opinion.
Doing my outro. Give me a moment. Thank you.
I was like, I could finish it for you.
If you enjoy all of this, then you can like the stream, subscribe, ring-a-ding that bell so you always know when I'm going to stream. And if you really enjoy it and you would like to, you know, tip me, help out, you can do that at my Ko-fi down below.
Give Sam money.
And I appreciate all of you. Chat was great. Had a great time. I'm looking for my outro. There it is. Bye. Oh, and we appreciate you on the replay. Now, bye.